Oh yeah, Randy's having a good time. He's got lots of cows to feed and lots of bales to deal with. He's even buying some more tractors, what can I say? He's having a GT. It stands for good time, you know? Good time. That's what this is. Episode 110 about Mountain. What's going on, everyone? Dirty Randy here. And, well, we're in the second half of June. And it's raining. Early this morning, we're up. It's a little past 5 in the morning. It's already light out, as you can see. And, yeah, I don't know. It's only supposed to last for another hour or so. But, you know, can't always trust the weatherman with that kind of stuff. But, you know, our harvest up at the other field, not quite ready to rock just yet. You know what? Let's give this truck a shot pulling this water around. And, of course, yeah, we got a bunch of milk. We should probably get delivered today to our new dairy, which is awesome. Get that rolling. We got a fair bit of milk, and our slurry is actually getting pretty full as well. But that shouldn't be a problem, considering we got a couple fields that we want to get turned over when we can. And since our other harvest isn't just ready yet, that gives us a little bit of an opportunity to get as much as we can done. At least get the bales off the field today would be great. I'm not sure what else we can all get done, but starting some slurry would be probably the way to go, because we do have a fair bit. We haven't used it the last few harvests. And we have this new cow shed that's been accumulating a fair bit as well. So between the two, we should definitely have more than enough to get one field done. We can maybe even do a double application. I don't know how much we'll have, if we'll have enough for that, but one shouldn't be too much of a problem. That was actually nice and quick. You know, this truck actually had no problem towing this thing around fully loaded. I actually wasn't even sure if it was full, just because of how well it was, you know, towing it with just such ease. You know, so we'll hook up to this guy. That is definitely promising for our milk tanker. And we'll leave him here just so that we remember to get that done, because we do need to get that done at some point today. We've got lots of straw bales loaded up. I believe I loaded them up a little bit differently than we have previously. Let's check it out real quick. We did them kind of vertically, and we could fit 4 in there, so that's awesome. We shouldn't have to restock this guy for a little bit, although that first bale has already been used a little bit. So I mean, we'll see how it goes. It looks like they already have a fair amount of straw in here, so they should be good. And then we'll head over to the other shed there. We'll top up their food, and then we can head out to the field, start collecting those bales. It should be overall a GT. You know what I'm saying? That's a good time. Oh, we found a hitch in our plan. They're too tall when they're this way to actually fit in here. But that's okay. Thankfully, we can squeeze in just enough to get the pipe in and get ourselves stuck. So, overall, like I said, good times. Just try. Oh, we cannot power out if we're on the curb, because then we're too tall to get out. So, we must sneaky snake out our way like that. And, well, that's kind of disappointing, because now I usually keep it in that shed, but now I'm just like, I don't know where to go with you. But as you can see, our bale's getting pretty low over there, but that's not a problem. We actually did run out of silage in our silo, so we threw a couple hay bales in there and turned those into silage, got those fermented. Excuse me, oh my gosh, that coffee is going right through me. No, that makes it sound worse than it was. It was kind of a burden or anything. But alright, we'll get backed up. I guess we're kind of in the way there if we want to give our cow some food. But as you can see, the rain has stopped, so we got to get on it. We'll get this guy just re-backed up, parked in not the way. And where's our food mixer over there? Should be pretty topped up. I was wrong, it was completely empty, so that is topping up now. This is our last straw bale we have over here, so good thing we're collecting those today. That's awesome. And yeah, only what, 5 more hay bales, so we can probably even just put those all over here if we did want to get those out of the way with the telehandler, because we're gonna have to use all this space and it's gonna get packed in here. I'm excited for that. But it's going to be a fair bit of work, that is for sure. So if we do get to slurry, that'll be an extra for show. Let's see what we can do. Try and warm up our stacking skills, you know what I mean? As long as we don't biff it on this post, I think we're looking good. We gotta be light on the throttle and the brake. Alright, wonderful. That's looking good. We'll grab these last two. And then probably our food mixers should be full by then. I can't imagine between the barn and the shed we'll go through all of it, but I've learned to give our open range cattle food last because they definitely have the most cows in there, so that means they can take the most food. So if we go out there and we don't have enough mix left in our actual mixing station and we give all of it to the open range cattle, we're kind of SOL for like the end of the day at least. Alright, nice and topped up there. I figured we'd throw the front loader. We put a front loader attacher on this tractor. We didn't have one on there before, but then we threw the front loader on here just that way, you know, it can always go pick up some mineral feed or, you know, stuff like that if we ever need. Just move over some bales if the telehandler, for whatever reason, is preoccupied or getting repaired, what have you. So we'll try and squeak past our tractor. Barely, not really, but we're close enough. Looks like they maybe took about half, so we're going to try a new tactic, and we're just going to fill up again on our way over there. That way we have even more to give the open range cattle if the arch shed takes essentially the rest of it. So even if they take half, we still have half to go out there, and then we probably could leave it there. We might try and top them up one more time just to tip them over the edge and make sure we really give them everything they got, and that'll probably drain the mixing station here as well, because we really go through so much feed with this big trailer and all the cows we have. Like, it's not like we just have the big trailer for funsies, you know. It's useful with how many animals we got going on these days. Oh yeah, top it up, top it up, top it up. All right. The arch shed did take about half, as I kind of suspected, and then, yeah, these guys, of course, drained what's left in there. So I'm not sure how much is left in our actual mixing station, but we'll toss as much as we can in here. I have a feeling it might drain it, if not pretty close. And then we'll have to make sure, well, I mean, as soon as we can cut grass, which is next month, the grass is looking pretty good now, we'll have that pipe direct feed rolling in for our hay, so that'll make lives a lot easier. And as we know, we got a bunch of straw coming in today, so that is primo, son. Alright, well, it stopped there, so I'm guessing that's all she's got made right now. So there we go. We'll make sure it's got enough mineral feed as well. We'll toss some more bags down if we can. Alright, before we get any deeper into the fields, because it's going to take a while collecting all those bales over there, even with our auto loader, we're going to run into town and get this milk dropped off, because we still have probably another full tank worth of milk that we could take to our other dairy. So the sooner we get this first one in, the better, because it is empty right now. Oh man, I did not account for the extra weight when I was braking. Oh my gosh. Field's looking absolutely fabulous. Alright, well, we're going to see our new truck yard for the first time here. I'm excited about this. It's something small, nothing too crazy, but we got it put in just kind of for convenience, because lots of times we got trucks moving in and out, and we just don't know where to put all of them sometimes. So we just kind of purchased this little corner of land here, and just put up some fences, chop down some trees, and yeah, no, it's looking good. We got some gates going, a little bit of trees to kind of close us in, keep it a little bit private, and then we can just kind of keep some trucks and trailers and whatnot in here when we need, and then they're a little bit more convenient, perhaps sometimes, you know, if we need to switch vehicles midday or what have you. So that's the plan there. Nothing too crazy, but definitely a welcome addition with all of the growth we got going on, you know. All right, well, this is our dairy. Let's get our goods dropped off. All right, there we go. They at least have something. Oh, this tree absolutely blocked my view. But yeah, now they got something to start on at least. 14,000 liters. You'll love to see it. We're gonna just do a little oops and scoot across here, like we didn't even know what we were doing. Let's see what you got for me today, store. Any quick hot buys? I guess we might want to look at slurry stuff. Sorry about my weird noise there. And I guess maybe even manure. We're kind of, I don't know how much manure we have, but eventually that's definitely something we could look into. I would not mind getting one of these guys, even just for leasing, just to help out, you know, bring a bunch back and forth. We probably only need it for like 2 fill-ups, but it'll still help. So I don't know. We'll consider it. That's a ways away. What do we have here? This is like, oh man, this is one of the like last ones to complete our fleet of big boys, and it's on sale. How can we say no? We have barely even used our other ones, just because we've been accumulating them fairly quickly, you know. But I don't think we really need to upgrade the engine on this guy, at least not yet. We'll stick with, you know, oh, we could go wide tracks. That's kind of sauce. I want to buy it just because, I don't know. Like, I don't even know if we need it at this point. But with all the expansion and stuff we got going on, it's just like, hey, why not, you know? We got the single track version. We got this big boy up at the new farm in the wheeled version. I don't know. Why not? Just send it, bud. We have the money. Whatever. Let's just do it. Done. Done. Boom. You'll love to see it. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, there she is. You love to see it. An absolute beast. Oh, she fires up. She fires up real nice. I was expecting it to be a little bit louder on the start there, but I mean, there you go. It's an absolute unit for sure. We're gonna throw it in here and just make sure it gets some repairs and whatnot, and then we'll come pick it up at some point, or maybe the shop can deliver it. That'd be awesome too. This path feels just so much nicer now that it's not just dirt and it has a real bridge. I still haven't fixed this bump, but other than that, it is superb. We're just going to take this milk tanker right over to our arch shed as well, get it topped up. Again, I don't know how much, actually, if it'll even top it up, but I think they were still pretty full. We weren't able to take too much milk from them the other day, so they should still have a fair bit. Pretty sure that it was getting pretty close. You know, when I checked the meter, it was on the right. Alright, they did actually fill up the tanker again, so that's awesome. We're just going to pull in the garage here, where it's just a slight bit cooler than outside. That way it's not baking out in the sun all day. I guess we kind of blocked ourselves in here a little bit. Alright, well, you know, here's what it is. I was going to use the 8R, but I think, whoa, Daddy, this should be more than fine. It's still got 300 horses on this bad boy. So let's see how she do, you know what I'm saying? No idea how many bales are even out here at this stage. But, I don't know, it looks like a lot, and there's a lot over there too. But you'll love to see it, really. Alright, well, I mean, no better way to do it than to just get at her, you know what I mean? So, I guess we know we hold 14 bales on here. We'll see how many trailers we pick up, but I don't know, maybe 3 trailers worth, something like that might be nice, but that'll probably fit fairly well. If only we could unload them horizontally as opposed to the big vertical stack that it drops off when you unload with this guy. But that's alright. Like, if it could just kind of like push them all, off the back, that would be kind of cool as well. But what can you do? We'll go collect them all. We'll have a little bit of work, a lot of bit of work to do with the telehandler at some point as well. But we could always get the slurry all set up. That way we could get some help out here for that while we're stacking up tons of bales. But if we can get one of these fields done at least, then we can get that rolling. And oh, my bad. And get some slurry on this field. The other field, I believe it needs lime, so we'll have to do that as well at some point. But as long as they can get turned around before the next planting window in a few months' time here, we should be good. Alright, just dropping off our third full stack here, so that's awesome. Yeah, got 2 full ones out of our first field there, rather, and then we picked up the rest from our other field. It looks like there is a lot out there, at least another 2 trailers worth, which is pretty wild, considering we have a whole nother field worth of wheat to harvest in like a month's time or so. Hold up, what's going on? Alright, that's looking pretty good. I think we might just pop in for like a bite to eat.
You know, I don't know, go grab a sandwich or something, you know, make sure our stomach is nice and full.
And then we'll probably hop in the telehandler after we get all of our slurry ready to go. We'll probably just, start off with our one field that we have cleared off, and that should be good. I don't know, do we get it cultivated first? We don't really have to, so I don't know. Alright, we're busting out this big guy. We're actually going to cultivate instead of spreading slurry today at least, because I want to open up a couple options with some different seeders. We have obviously our direct seeder, which does fine, but if we can... This is awkward. Nice. As we were saying, yeah, if we can get it cultivated, then it opens up some different seeder options that we can possibly lease, look into, just trying out some different ones before we jump right into buying something. They are pretty expensive. Alright, we got our friend here. They're going to get a bunch of work done. That tractor should be wonderful, just smooth like butter, cutting through this field. Now that we got all those pesky bales out of there, if I'm going to smooth out that corner of the field, I'm almost thinking we should maybe do the same with this. But at the same time, we've been saying for the longest time, we get a tractor, and that should just have no problem over those hills. So we'll see how our friend goes. That should really just allow us to keep going with all of our bales, get those out of the way, and then we should be in a good situation, really. Alright, we're going to be using our new little, newly refreshed. It's not necessarily new, but it's definitely more user-friendly now that we've made some changes to this pathway, except for this bump. I'm going to say it every time. Look at that. It's absolutely sending us when we go that direction. And then, of course, when you come the other way, which usually you're fully loaded half the time, and, that bump just kind of sends you right into the side of the barrier of the bridge. And then, I'm not going to lie, it's kind of sketchy because, instinctually, you oversteer the other direction, and then as soon as you get grip, you're flying into the other corner. So you got to just take it slow. We'll fix that up when we get all these bales out of here. hopefully we'll find a little bit of time to maybe smooth out that corner, because as we saw with our most recent harvest here, you know, our massive header is great. It gets the job done wonderfully and leaves us with some nice big swaths to go make bales out of and then now collect. It's just making our lives so much easier now that there's like just, you know, a lot less rows, but you get more out of them. You know, so much so that we leave little bits behind because we just can't collect it all at once. But that's alright. We get a lot of bales out of it, more than we need, honestly. And so much so that we could probably just afford to sell all the ones we get from our other farm and our other harvest up there. Oh yeah. Oh. Tried to do the cool guy, knock it straight, but I did it too hard and it just went sideways. I tried that earlier as well, but you know, I'm still perfecting it. What can you do? So we'll collect all these. I'm anticipating this trailer obviously filling up, and definitely one more, and then there's probably going to be a couple little stragglers after that, you know, but not a worry. We're going to do our best to get them all collected. We'll get them all put away, and then our friend can move over to this side of the field, and who knows, maybe we'll try and get this corner smoothed out a little bit as well. But enough talking, Randy. Let's get back to it. We got bales to collect. We got bales to put away, and we'll see how we're doing. It's going to be our first time really filling up our new bale shelter over there. And speaking of bale shelters, we do actually have another new one for our grass meadow. I don't know if I've shown you guys, or if you've been watching every episode. If not, that's okay. But if you have, I super appreciate it. You know, hit that like button, sub. We're doing so good on that train. I'd love to see all that support. It's so nice. Anyways, yeah, we got another bale shelter over by our meadow that hopefully we can just drive right on through. Oh, this is full. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, we're good. We're fine. Okay. Anyways, yeah, hopefully we can just drive right on through, and it's tall enough. It is pretty massive that this thing can just unload right underneath there and get some trucks to roll through. But either way, we'll get the rest of this field done. We still got a fair bit to do. But it's just such a scenic, lovely day. You really love to see it. Alright, well, we pretty much got them all, and of course there's one bale left over. What are the chances? But pretty close to an even amount, so that's awesome. I don't even know how many trailer loads we got over there. I guess they're all kind of stacked up, so we'll see. But our friend is absolutely plugging along on the fields there. Looking good. And then they can get moving over to our other field there, which will make our life a little bit easier. Looks like they're deciding to go a little bit more diagonal today, but I mean, hey, maybe that is the play with this field, just considering the kind of awkward nature of it. Alright, well, I guess we can get our last little bale dropped off here. Of course, you know, we did sell the one load there. We got like 19 grand for that, so a little bit of extra quiche into Packy. But this extra bale, I mean, we have 5 loads here, so that's 6, including the one we sold, and this extra guy. So 85 bales, because those are stacks of 14, so you love to see that. That's a lot of bales we got to stuff inside here, so I guess we got like 71 over here with this little extra bale. But our shelter should be able to hold it no problem. This trailer is gonna probably want to get used over for our next harvest, so I think we might just park it right here. That way we don't forget about them. Not sure if we're gonna need this tractor again today. I suppose we could get started on some of the slurry setup, but we'll maybe use this guy for that. But we should probably get going on some of these bales. Honestly, it's gonna be a pretty big job. All right, I'm thinking game plan is to try and take off the top layer first, you know, just the best we can. I think, you know, I don't know, if we wanted to be like really saucy and time efficient, you know, we just have to be really careful with our, you know, picking up and putting down process. Really, we can't be getting too feisty with it. You know, and if we're picking up 3 bales at a time, same goes for that. You know, we gotta just be slow and steady, I think, wins the race here, as opposed to crazy spaghetti and bales everywhere, you know what I mean? So, I mean, it's obviously not going to be perfect, but I think if we can kind of keep it up doing this more or less, that should be the way to go. So, you know, we're going to have to be paying attention here, you know. We'll definitely throw on the radio, that way we can get in the zone, but, you know, we maybe shouldn't be bobbing our head along. We gotta be focused. All right, Randy, come on, this is the time, you know. The telehandler can take 3 bales at a time. You're showing that off right now. You know, this is doable. You just gotta be nice and slow, you know. Let's go, let's do this. This is a big job. 70 bales. Time to get loaded up in this shelter. No idea what it's gonna look like when it's all done. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm already, oh my gosh, forgetting. Okay, I guess we could have gone 2 and 2 for that last one. I don't know if we can take 4. That would be pretty sauce. Sketchy for the top part, but I don't know. I think obviously if we did that, it wouldn't be even with these guys. So I don't know. You know the game plan. We're gonna try and stack it up. We're certainly not a professional, so I'm, you know, hoping for the best, but expecting the worst. And that's just bales getting knocked over and, oh my god, like that. But of course a full stack or something, and then overall that's not a good time, because that's really going to slow us down, you know. So that's why slow and steady wins the race with this one.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna bust it out.
You know, so, well, stay tuned. well, there we go. That wasn't so bad. 70 bales stacked up. No big errors, you know? Not too many gaps. I'll take it. We got to try out, well, like an actual legitimate reason to try out some of these crab steering functions, and it worked just well. You know, once we kind of navigated past the corral beams and stuff like that up top, you know, it looked pretty good, I'd say. I'll take it, yeah. So we could have gotten away with adding that other stack that we sold over here put away, but I think this is just the right amount, you know. This should last us a long time. Well, I mean, it's already, you know, getting to be about 6 o'clock, so it's getting up there in the day. We've got a really big job done with literally all of our bales that we've created so far put away. That's a heck of a lot done, and it looks like this whole field has been fully cultivated as well, so we could probably get that tractor to just move on over to our other field here, but I don't know if there's probably not enough time to get that done today, but that's fine. That can always be a job that gets done tomorrow. Even if we're up harvesting at the other field, we can always get them rolling down here. Maybe it might be a good idea to set up our slurry. That way they can get rolling on that too if needed, but all in all, it's looking good. I'm really enjoying this new paved road as well. Bringing over our second tank of milk here, so they should have just shy of 30,000 liters or so to work with. All right, new strategy. We're going to roll in through the alleyway. That way we don't hit it when we swing wide and come out of here. We should be good. Look at this guy. Sir, the milk is not for sale. You got to go inside. All right, we made it back. We're going to just throw down our trailer right here because there's still like 12,000 liters left. The trailer can hold, I think, 14,000 liters or so. So if we just leave it there, give it, you know, till next month, it'll be ready for another full load. So that should be awesome there. I think, you know, we're looking pretty good. We could probably bring this auto loader up to the other side, you know, up to the other ranch fields if we really wanted to. So we'll just leave the truck there for now and, you know, maybe consider it. I don't know. At the same time, who knows what we'll do. I think maybe we'll just end up giving one more round of mix, whatever we got made, to the open range cattle there. That way they're pretty good to go, because tomorrow I think we're going to have possibly a double harvest with, you know, the amount of stuff we got to do, because I believe the grass is going to be ready to get cut, which is great, but in no way we're going to be able to do all of that and harvest our other field up top. So, you know, that's all right. We did get the shop to deliver our other harvest, or our only combine up top there, so that's awesome and good to go. And we don't really have to worry about getting that up there this year. But in the future, we may need to look at getting our own trailer that is big enough to do that job. So there you go. It looks like, you know, a full day's worth of doing stuff is producing a good amount of mix here. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough for a full load, but it's creeping up there, which will be just wonderful. And we might even just make the rounds really quick, just that way everything is good for tomorrow. They probably, you know, might need some water at some point, but all around we should be pretty good. But it's been a pretty good day. We've gotten a lot done, all of our bales put away. We're kind of double dipping on our cows here, which is never a bad thing. Got to keep those guys nice and healthy. They do produce lots for us, as you can see, with all this milk we've been transporting back and forth. The fact that we had to, you know, buy a whole nother dairy to keep up with the amount of milk that we're getting from all these guys, which is awesome. And the fact that we're going through so much mix in the open range there with all those Angus beef cattle, that's an awesome sign too, because that means they're, well, they actually took a fair bit. There you go. Goes to show you how much these guys go through, because we can have up to 150 dairy cows in our barn here, 250 beef cows, and they're slowly reproducing out there over time, and you know, kind of the long game, but it is a good amount of money when they are nice and healthy, ready to go. So that seems to be all the mix we got left, but that's not a worry. I can't imagine these guys will need too much more, but then again, I said that about the other barn. So away she goes.
No, you don't want it? Yeah, you want it.
There you go. Alright, well, see, wasn't a lot. But that's just fine, because I have a feeling these big beefy boys are going to be hungry. Look at them, they're hoarding it. They're slowly all just gathering around, waiting for old Rans to drop off another steaming pile of silent G mixed ration. Alright, well, as expected, they did take the rest of what we had in there. But that's not a problem. They're still not fully topped up, but I mean, it's pretty close. So what can you do? Good thing we did it all tonight. We got more hay left over here. I imagine that's going to be gone tomorrow, so it's a good thing we're going to be cutting some grass as well. We're going to have to probably make grass or hay with the first batch, and maybe the other field will be silage as well, so we can keep up there. We went through almost an entire pallet today, mineral feed, but that stands stocked up, so you love to see it. You really do. I say that so much, but I mean, hey, you love to see it. Looks like the shop must have come by at some point too and delivered this big boy for us. I guess, you know, this is where the other tractor was. Is it even gonna fit in this spot? I don't think the garage can close, so we're gonna have to back this guy up. Thankfully, there's room to get him out the other direction. We got some big guys on the scene now, you know, it's
Pretty incredible.
there we go. Yeah, well, now we have the tracked version and the tire version, both on both farms, so you'll love to see that. This guy, yeah, you can hang out here. He's absolutely humongo, which I'm not complaining about. Oh, I left the lights on this guy. Of course I did. Why did I even turn them on, Randy? Alright, well, we're back up at the house. May as well get the dog fed. No idea where he's even at, but that's not a worry. You know, I think we've gotten enough done for today. We've got a lot more to come tomorrow. It's going to be a busy day, so we should probably sit back and relax a little bit. You know, I almost want to start working on the Mustang in here, but you know, I don't know. It's been a long day, and like I said, lots more to come. But definitely is a project to get done soon. You know, we got to order some parts, so I'm slowly looking into that. I'd love to get rid of this vinyl top as well, so we'll see what we can do. You know, it's going to be a fun time, but that'll have to be for another night. We're going to enjoy our new backyard a little bit. It's looking good. You know, all these little nice pathways, some more shade, and of course it's just a lot more open in general, so you love to see that. This bump, for the most part, has been taken away, you know, but it's all looking pretty good. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode. All right,
Bye-bye.